That's right, I believe toolboxes are still obsolete. Now, let me explain why I think toolboxes are obsolete for the average DIYer like myself. Now, if you're a mechanic or something like that where you need to have all your tools in one spot, I think that's pretty much the only exception I can think of. Yeah, you obviously just need a giant toolbox to have all your tools super organized. But if you're a DIYer like me, where you're working at all different spots in your house, different people's houses, you need to bring your tools. I really think a standard giant toolbox just doesn't work. Because let's be honest, you're never gonna fit all of your tools in that toolbox. It's like an 80% solution, okay? So what I've done and what I decided to do when my toolbox actually broke on me was abandon the whole idea and do a little bit of a prototype. And what I did was I decided to go with Packouts, okay? Now, I'm not like a professional contractor. I'm not going out every day and bringing everything with me. So it's kind of weird to have everything in a pack out because, well, why do you need to pack it out? Well, the nice thing about it with these rigid boxes is I can have a pack out for all my different types of tools. So for example, I have this one. It says drivers, okay? This is all of my drivers, all right? So extensions, hex bits, all those drivers. Yes, it's not packed to the top, but whenever I'm doing anything, I know where all of my drivers are. This one is all of my drill bits, at least my drill bits that will fit inside here. I do have some giant long ones, but this is all of my drill bits. So when I'm gonna go do something, I can bring this with me and, oh, and this is not supposed to be in here. This actually should be in the driver one. And all my drill bits are in one spot. Now the nice thing about these rigid ones, and I went with these rigid ones for a reason, was because of the price. You can get these around 30 bucks from Home Depot, usually around the holidays, okay? And they're stackable, of course, because they're pack out. Nice thing about them is they come with hardware to attach these to the wall, right? So let me show you right here. And I'll be honest, this was a prototype. This is not done, okay? I wanted to see if I really like this. Boom, attached to the wall. Now, the way I have them is not perfect because I don't have them super organized or not even in a straight line. I do want to rip all this out. Perfect straight lines for everything. Put them far enough away from each other, like you can see, so I can get into them. These are all my, for example, these are all my wrenches. And I'm gonna do that. They make a few different sizes. They make this size here. This is where I keep all my big tools, you know. And they make one size even bigger than that. I even have ones with, called like, this one says nail gun, right? This has my nail gun, my Ryobi nail gun. It has all the extra nails, everything's in there, all in one spot, easily taken with me. Now, taken with me is a good point. So whenever I do something, I can grab what I need, bring them to the spot, open them all up on top of a fold-out table, and I have everything I need accessible right there, okay? I've also invested in the rigid organizers like so for all my screws. So whenever I'm doing a project, this comes with me. These can clip easily onto the Packouts using these side connectors. Only issue I have with these organizers is they can connect to the boxes, but they don't hang on the wall. They don't have the spots. I don't know why rigid would do it on the other Packouts and not on these. But that's okay. These actually fit real nice on top of another box. So it is what it is, or you can build like a really thin shelf maybe and put them in that way. All right, so I am gonna be redoing all of this, like I said, but as of right now, this is what it is. You may be wondering, well, what do I do with like all the little tools? And like, how do I carry like maybe my like flashlights and my drills and things like that? Well, this part I haven't perfected yet. At the time, I went with a bucket, like so. This is like the standard bucket that you see like all contractors and things have. Now, although this was a good solution, I don't love it, all right? This I love, I just don't like how I don't have it organized yet. This I'm not sold on, okay? I don't know what it is. I think the thing about being circle, it's really hard to put things back, especially when you're in the middle of something. It's also sometimes hard to find things. They fall inside, they get lost. So I'm not digging this. I have gone through and cleaned this out so I don't have so much stuff in it. But this is the thing that comes with me on every project. So whenever I'm doing anything, this always comes with me. This has all my standard tools, okay? There's my little tool belt in it, you know, pry bars, you know, everything that you would need for like 90% of your jobs is in this, okay? Like precision screwdrivers, little stubbies, 90 degrees, all my screwdrivers. I always recommend this, having like a white marker pen in here. This is for when you're doing trim, if you hit something, you know, drill bits. So like I said, I have all my drill bits over there, but these are like my everyday drill bits, okay? This stays in here. This contraption's awesome. This holds all your bits. This, not perfect yet. I'm going to be replacing this very soon with a Milwaukee tool tote, okay? It's about this big, and I'm gonna limit the amount of tools I have. I don't need to carry this many tools to every single project. It's just hard. It just, for some reason, it just collects tools, you know? So I will be perfecting this, I think, and I also will be perfecting that. I will make a video on the layout when I do it. I think what I'm gonna do is I need to redo this entire garage because I'll be honest with you, it's a mess, all right? I don't like that I have these cabinets here. I don't like this mismatch. I don't like that these aren't organized. This car doesn't work, drives me nuts. I need to fix it. But, you know, had it long before I moved in. I guess they had a leak before they redid the roof. Yeah, so this needs to be all fixed up and spackled and cleaned up. And when I do that, I will go in and redo this and make this beautiful. Extend this bench down. I have kind of a loose plan in my head, put all new matching cabinets all the way at the top. Real excited for it, but not there yet. So I believe that toolboxes are obsolete. If you disagree with me, leave me a comment down below. If you do agree with me, leave me a comment down below. I really appreciate it. I'm Mike, Found Video TV. On the channel, we are always learning. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'm out. Oh, I can see it now. Oh, I love my toolboxes. Toolboxes are awesome. You're wrong. You may like toolboxes, that's fine. If you like toolboxes, that's fine. Let me get a refrigerator. It can only fit 3/4 of my food. That makes sense. Let me buy a toolbox that can only fit half of my tools. That makes sense. You know what I need? I need somewhere I can put a gallon of milk. I'm gonna go buy a half-gallon jug. You know, the nice thing about this is expandable. As your tools expand, you buy more boxes.